So I live in New York City.
And I live in San Francisco.
And I'm more of an A7S or 35mm type of shooter.
Also I'm a type of shooter who brings way too much gear to every shoot.
Whether you believe that mirrorless cameras are the only cameras we're going to be using in the future, it's clear that the competition in the mirrorless world is heating up.
It's been Sony's game for years, but now Canon has decided to play with the EOS R. Without a mirror system to reflect your frame up to the eyepiece, mirrorless cameras can be more compact and faster.
And the electronic viewfinder can show you exactly what your shot's gonna look like before you even come close to hitting the shutter.
Canon has put out mirrorless cameras before with the M line that has a smaller APS-C sensor, but the EOS R has a full-frame 30-megapixel CMOS sensor and some pretty flashy RF mount lenses to go with it.
Flashy, but a bit limited, with 2 primes and 2 zooms. But Canon did get a little creative with these.
All of these lenses have a control ring on them. It can be customized to settings such as ISO, shutter speed, aperture, and more.
But instead of having image stabilization integrated right into the camera body, such as Sony does, they decided to put it into the lenses.
That means it depends on which lens you're using whether or not it's stabilized, and the majority of existing lenses are not.
Body-wise, it's pretty similar to most Canon cameras. It even keeps the same batteries that a lot of Canon DSLRs have. It has very similar button layouts and a familiar menu system. But what they've added is this multi-function bar. You can't push the button in, but you can set it to do many different functions.
It has a movable touchscreen that can flip around for vlogging with a touch and drag autofocus system as well. But in order to actually test this thing, we should go out there and shoot.
Bless! What do you got?
I hear you've been hating the subway lately, so I want to rekindle your love. Why don't you test the video quality in the depths of New York City subway system?
I'm really interested in this third ring on the lenses. I want to know if it's going to make you a faster shooter, if it's just easier. Why don't you head to like the skate park and test those things out? Hey V, so what's the vibe?
Let's talk autofocus first.
Yeah, let's dive in.
So I think it's one of the best ones I ever used. It's super fast. It was very reliable and accurate even in low light. And it's very customizable, maybe too customizable.
Yeah, that is an interesting thing about this camera is that it's so familiar button-wise and menu-wise, but then extremely different in such minute ways that it really can throw you off.
Yeah, when I grabbed it, I was like, oh, I know exactly what this is because I've been shooting Canon most of my life. But once you actually like try to do things that you're comfortable with, you realize that a lot of things actually changed and you need to adjust a bit.
I think another way that it's like super different in a minute way is like this whole extra ring on the lens. I quickly got really used to it and was loving it.
I also love it. I think it's like one of the best things that came out in photography in general. It's already on the lens. It's not too far on the lens, so you don't have to like adjust your hand. All right, since you did more video, I'm curious, did you rely on the electric viewfinder or were you using the flip out screen?
I'm a huge fan of being like really immersed in my camera. I don't really love it when other people are seeing what I'm getting. So I was all up in the EVF, but there was some times where I popped out that screen and its movement is so familiar to the C100 Mark II that I felt right at home. The thing I will be nitpicky about is the 4K crop. And I know that you can like, plug it into an external recorder and get the full 10-bit 4K output, but like, I shouldn't have to do that if I'm paying $2,300 for a body.
That's right. Also the body that doesn't have image stabilization built into it.
So this video I shot 4K crop and I was holding in front of me doing like the selfie cam kind of look. You can almost see the rolling shutter.
In your defense, like, the lenses that we got are massive. The balance between the body weight and the lens weight, it's just all over the place. I can see your hand also just getting tired after a while.
So the 5D Mark IV and the R have like super similar sensors. I mean, the R is updated just a tad, but did you notice a difference in image quality at all?
Yeah, the image quality is similar to what you would get to 5D Mark IV, which is a good thing because those photos are just great. I mean, this camera is more about like getting used to the buttons and getting used to the redesign that Canon is introducing in the mirrorless line.
Okay, so would you put this camera in your kit?
I think I would. For Canon's first true full-frame mirrorless camera, it's a pretty good camera. The body's smaller, it fits, you know, everywhere. It still feels good. Besides, you can also use your old lenses on it, which is a big plus.
Yeah, I guess my holdup here and why I don't think I would get this version, Canon's video definitely has drawbacks. I mean, only being able to shoot 120 in HD and not full HD, or especially not 4K, is limiting. And then when you look at the A7S Mark I that came out in 2014, like, so much has changed in a short amount of years, and so I have this problem with buying the first version of any camera.
And I think the most important thing here is that we're seeing a blueprint of what Canon is going to do with the mirrorless line.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us. This is kind of a new camera review sort of thing we're doing. Basically, V and I just want to shoot more together, but let us know if you liked it.
Also, if you want us to review something else, let us know in the comments.